Welcome to Toffee TV. It's the starting 11 show. Everton versus Southampton.
It is.
Let's do it. Let's do it. So obviously, Robles is in. Stecklenberg is injured, so there's still no argument on that.
I wouldn't have an argument anyway. This one, I think it's Joel's time, even though potentially he was at fault for the second goal the other night, or could have done better. Could have done better. It's his share for me now for a few weeks.
So back three.
Just because it's flexible, isn't it? So therefore, I think it's still scratching my head as to why we changed it at Hull, but we did. So I've gone back to it in this one. Obviously, Mason Holgate back in, Ashley Williams in the middle of the three, as you can see there, and Funes Mori on the left of the three. I think
barbecued up.
But he's had all his meat now. He's happy as Larry, and it's steaks and sausages and everything. I don't know who Larry is, but apparently he was always happy. And that's Funes Mori when he's got.
Probably died last year.
Maybe he didn't, and that's why he's still happy. Okay. Obviously, Coleman and Baines on the flanks trying to get forward. I'd like to see Coleman replicating what he did at Leicester, which was bombing right on and giving us that width, and Baines on the other side. And I think with that back three, it allows them to play kind of 10-15 yards further up the pitch, almost like we did in the West Ham second half, which was one of our best performances.
We've always looked better this season at home when our fullbacks have really pushed on.
Because, you know why? Because they actually stay out wide, whereas a lot of our other wide players, when Balassi was... Remember Balassi? People said, I made up, he's injured. And
seen the other day in Rom's car, having a bit of a...
Yeah, he looked alright, he looked quite upbeat considering he's got one leg. But you know, Morales coming and Delafeu cuts inside and Lennon. So I think when Coleman and Baines stick to the flanks, it stretches the play for them. It certainly worked for us. And then a midfield three, Garner, his last one before he disappears to warmer climates with Sadio Mane. Tom Davies.
Tom Davies, we love a bit of Tom Davies. Need to find a better song for that.
Yeah, definitely, because that didn't work. Neither did the dance. Tom Davies in there, and Ross Barkley in there. Go for the two scout. Bit of scouts. This means something. And I think a chance for Ross to build on the goal. It looked, God. It looked like he, it looked like there was a little bit of a weight off his shoulders the other night. It was an important goal to get us the equaliser the other night late on, and I think that always gives you that boost of confidence now. And I think Ross had I'd say he had a horrible 2016.
Yeah, he did.
You know, he got Lego last Christmas, and by New Year's Day he tried to put it together.
I never heard that. I heard he got Lego and stood on a piece, and it was the dreaded Lego injury.
He stood on it, and he was fuming. He just booted it.
And then when he calmed down,
wanted to build it like that car.
And it was the what you call it as well. It was the Death Star.
See, I thought it was the Millennium Falcon.
No, it was the Death Star. Well, we probably got both, didn't he? But the Death Star's a big piece of kit, isn't it? And if you lose any of those bits, then you would be fuming.
And he's had a year of...
But does it come with carbon crystals?
I don't know, but he's had a year of jaded regret.
Yes, and hopefully that's gone now, and
seeing, you know, the Ketwig there in the middle, the semi-Ketwig.
Go on! The Ket beard.
The Scouts boys. No, I think it's a chance for him to build on that goal, and I think the energy of Garner and Tom Davies in there, I think, makes us look better. And then your mate, Kevin Marias, because they don't say Morales anymore.
My mate.
Playing, the way I've done is I want him closer to Romelu Lukaku, so that he can buzz around.
I want them to have a leg strapped to each other,
like the three-legged,
three-legged man. Don't think pace-wise it would work, but at least they're close to each other.
Yeah, but you want them running a bit quicker than that, don't you? It's not good if they're carrying the ball or trying to move, and you know what I mean. Yeah. But no, Morales just off Romelu Lukaku, and I think trying to get it, because I think when against Hull he went back. I know you said he had a good game, he didn't. But against Leicester second half, when he went closer to Lukaku, he looked like what Kevin Morales used to be, which was a real threat in and around the box. Took his goal well, had another one where he'd gone on a little mazy run. I think he can make things happen centrally. I think wide, he doesn't beat plays enough to play wide anymore. And ever since he had ever since his hamstring went against Liverpool at Anfield, in the Jagielka derby, that was really the last time he went flat out sprinting. I don't think he trusts himself to go flat out sprinting anymore, so I think it suits him playing more centrally, so that's what I've gone for anyway. And then just bring Snyder and Luchman and Depay on with about 20 minutes left, you know. Now, I think obviously you'd be looking then the last 20-25 minutes try and get Calvert-Lewin in the game maybe or someone like that.
Gareth Barry's come on with about 3-0 up.
Just 3-0 up just for the last minute.
Settle it all down.
Gareth to just come on for a minute, get his appearances up, keep looking beautiful, even though his legs are gone. But no, that's the team. You know, that's the team that I think could get the results.
Good stuff. What did you do for New Year, Baz? You know everyone loves this bit. We're not going to do it as long as we normally do, because we have no time.
No, I need to go home and continue my New Year. Just stayed in, mate. Just had some family. I didn't even... I said, like yesterday, is New Year still a thing?
No, it's rubbish.
It's gone. It's not been a thing.
It's never been a thing for me.
No,
do you know what?
It's like 16 to 22.
Do you know what I describe New Year as? New Year is like... Do you know on a Sunday, no like bath time on a Sunday night when you got school the next day? That's New Year to me.
I get that on a Sunday, not bath time obviously, but Sunday night. I get the Sunday night dread even now, and I think
that's what New Year. That's what New Year is to me. It's
because you're working.
We're all back to normal.
You're working and people everywhere.
But that doesn't bother me. Working. It's the around Christmas.
Because it's gone.
Everyone's happy and there's good telly and we're all a little bit nicer to each other and all. That's like Bill Murray in Scrooge, don't we? We're all a bit nicer to each other and then January's just fucking dull. Just dull. And this is why it's important. Whoa. This is why it's important to save your PS4 games for January. No, you still saved The Last of Us. Never mind Tomb Raider. You still saved The Last of Us.
I still saved Uncharted 4. I've only done 20%.
Honest to God, I don't even know why I do this.
I lost my first NBA game and I'm fuming.
Who's asked about it? Why have you opened NBA?
I won the next.
Who said you could open NBA?
I was laying by the fire and my missus had fallen asleep. I had to turn the film off we were watching, put my PlayStation on, put a bit of...
Do you not think that you should put a bit more work and effort into Pro Evo before you start messing around with other games?
Pro Evo?
Yeah.
I haven't got Pro Evo.
Maybe that's...
Why? For when we play them?
I'm just saying, Baz.
For when we play them?
I'm just saying.
FIFA, mate.
I think we don't play FIFA. You know we don't play FIFA here.
I do.
You know this is a Pro Evo office. But you know that.
We'll still beat them.
You've got to come to town and you've got to play their game.
Listen when we turn up.
We don't have much in... Baz, we don't have much in life. But when we beat them at anything, we get something, mate.
Okay. At the I'll bring my A game when we come here.
I'm just saying, bit of practice.
All right.
I'm just saying, no one's playing NBA in here, mate. Nobody's playing NBA.
That's why I'm going to introduce you, because then
no one's playing NBA in this office.
Anyway, so New Year being a thing, it can't compare to Christmas Eve. It can't get anywhere near Christmas Eve.
Can't.
And it's really a thing for 16 to 22 year olds, not for me.
I know it can't compare because on Christmas Eve I'm still dying to go out on the air with my mates from when I was 19.
Yeah, still.
Big time. No. But on the Easy, I'm just like, give me your money.
Oh, what's the time?
At like 7 o'clock in the morning, as I was still at work.
Were you?
Oh, yeah. Morning? Oh, I was still at work at 7 o'clock, yeah.
I went to bed about 4.
No, 7.
But no, New Year's Eve crap. So we stayed in and just had some family down. And it was
parties until your house.
Nice and...
I never get an invite.
It was nice. You're working. So...
But then
would you want to come round and do like quizzing and stuff?
Then you can give me an invite because then you know I'm in work, so it works both ways.
2017 New Year's Eve I'll invite.
That's my New Year's resolution, because this is what I was going to move on to.
Oh, okay.
Is that I don't have to work on Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve, unless it's something to do with this.
That's a good one.
That's my.
And we're on live against Barcelona in a new tournament they've made up because we signed 31 players.
So have you got any New Year resolutions?
To make this better than it was last year.
New Year's resolutions.
You don't. It's one of them, isn't it? To just be happy and healthy and make this show better.
I'm going to get to the gym and I'm going to do this. I'm going to eat healthy. I'm going to start getting into bean curd and I'm going to eat those berries that are superfoods and all this.
So when you talk like that, because
you're just thinking, you know, lad, you know, you're going to do exactly what you did last year. Exactly, but you're going to spend a fortune doing something that you don't really want to do.
No, you've got to
do what you want to do.
You've got to be health conscious, mate.
No, I know. I've got to buy a bike for Christmas, lad. Got a bike for Christmas. I haven't rode it yet, but I got a bike for Christmas. The roads have been a little bit.
Ooh, the glitter was out the other night. You want to be careful. It's going to be cold tonight, so leave the bike for the morning. No, I think it's. We want to do better.
We do want to do better. There's a couple of.
My New Year's resolution this year is I want I want to be excited in the January transfer window. I
just want to be excited.
Stop looking through the window at the shop. I want to see Everton walking out like the fella who was in front of me at Smith's.
There's a couple of things
that he walked out with 32 bags of shopping.
I've got some ideas in my head, but we're gonna have to see. One of them is that we do a whole show where we just talk nonsense. And some people probably say you've already got.
Don't we normally do that?
No, I want a whole show that's got actually. We don't even talk about football.
Just life.
Because people have been asking us for it. And if there's an interest out there, I would happily do it if we've got
life
time.
With Baz and Ped.
Just like, what have you done this week?
60 minutes, I'll call it.
Because I think we'd start at one thing and end up just 8 miles away.
Random.
With M&M.
Rapping. God bless Brittany.
Oh, Brittany. Anyway.
Yeah. You only get one shot.
Oh, poor Brittany. Anyway. Yeah, and there's a few other little ideas, which I'm not going to say.
We need to do it. We'll do a watch along at some stage.
Yeah, we're definitely going to do
Someone was asking the other day.
We'll definitely need to do like a one watch along a month. I think we need to do. We need to get the hangouts back going as well. And
Q&A, yeah.
Q&As and stuff, all that stuff. We might do it behind a paywall, but that's all I'm going to say.
We just need to keep it going.
Yeah, that's our New Year's resolution. So yeah, do you agree with the team? Let us know in the comments. We've been random as ever. Thanks for watching Toffee TV. We'll see you later.